Coming to you live from the Now Media Newsroom.
Yeah, so New Zealand records biggest meth bust, and it came from Vancouver. That's the headline in this section here. But we'll kick it off first with Eleanor Sturko, though. A new report warns that Vancouver lacks hotel capacity for FIFA. Well, we know that. That's what happened with Taylor Swift. People were paying, $3,500 a night for a Best Western during Taylor Swift concert. So Airbnb wants an exemption during FIFA World Cup in Vancouver, but EB says no. Of course EB said no. Why would he not say no, right? We're seeing, they're just like the Trudeau Liberals. They just don't know how to say they were wrong. They don't know how to say they were wrong.
Well, when he was doing his penitence routine in the build-up to the election, including in that interview with you,
he was wrong
where
then.
he was saying he was changing his tune on all sorts of things, but not that. He refused to, he drew the line at the Airbnb thing, didn't he? It's clearly something really important to him.
Well, this is what they're getting for it, though. Here's some condos here in Calgary. This is 2,500 condos sitting empty and more coming online, and they can't sell them. Here's this little clip here. Oh, I guess we don't have the clip, but we got it. It's coming. It's coming like the rain. It's coming like the economic.
We have a nice entrance here.
This one-bedroom condo near Vancouver's UBC campus has been on the market for a few weeks. It's competing against thousands of new, never-been-lived-in units, with developers offering all the bells and whistles to try to sell them.
They're throwing in parking stalls, they're throwing in storage lockers, they're giving cash back on completion.
According to the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, there are about 2,500 completed, unabsorbed units sitting empty in Metro Vancouver, double the amount from a year ago. But that could be just the tip of the iceberg, because many don't get listed, creating what's known as a shadow inventory.
And it's hard to tell exactly in, let's say...
Yeah, who doesn't want to pay, over $1,000 a square foot for a shoebox?
I was just wondering, if you're that desperate to sell it, accept the lowballs that I'm certain you will have been sent, there must be people out there just doing this every day, just sending out hilarious lowballs, and I'm sure they'll succeed at some point.
Well, the problem is that some of these developers are likely underwater right now, and because the carry costs on these things, the interest costs and the carry costs are starting to crush them. We're seeing that here in the Okanagan too, real estate teams that have laid off most their team. We're seeing that, condos that used to sell out in a day in the Okanagan here are 3 years later still have inventory that they can't sell. And that was the Airbnb. As soon as that Airbnb thing passed here in British Columbia, and especially in Kelowna and tourism area, that was it. People trying to get out of deals, and they can't sell them, and there's lots of units for sale. And these aren't units. They were intended. And then here's the bad thing for the city of Kelowna. They were sold as, zoned as, and people invested in them because that's how the city of Kelowna zoned them, and it was approved. They were sold as Airbnb short-term rental properties, and there's only a few of them designated in that, and they took those away from people, and it's driven. So again, with investment capital, where do you go? A lot of people, and I've interviewed quite a few people, and they say that it was basically property expropriation. They can't cash flow it at that, so that means they lose money. And a lot of people, if that's their only investment property, they can't afford to lose money. And you expect them to just keep doing it? There you go.
I think, where's the money going to go? The answer would be almost certainly U.S. equities. I mean, the Marconi example, that's where the money's going to go in a lot of these cases.
Where did he put his money? Follow the leader. Hey, follow the leader. The leader leads you to the promised land, doesn't he not? Largest meth seizure in New Zealand history. Guess where it came from? And David Eby denies all this stuff too. Maple syrup bottles from Vancouver. That'd be the first clue if you're from New Zealand. You'd say
makes people feel patriotic.
I thought the maple syrup came from Quebec. All of a sudden, it's coming from Vancouver.
Maple meth.
Maple meth. Yeah, there you go. Sam Cooper does a great job, actually. That was the number one.
I'm kind of surprised that he's still a free man. I thought he would have been hunted down by the authorities, because it's constant embarrassment for various governments, isn't it?
And all the stories he covers, and same as Holly owns the Black Locks, those are all on CBC's websites.
Definitely.